Stop! Drop those shears right now. If you are cleaning up your garden for fall, you are likely about to commit a catastrophic mistake that will ruin your perennial garden. Most gardeners think they need to tidy up everything, but for 7 crucial plants, cutting them back now is a direct route to zero blooms next spring, or even worse, death by frost. As a lazy gardener, I'm going to save you massive time and heartache. I'll show you the 7 specific perennials you must never cut in the fall, because those dead stalks are actually your plant's most important winter armor. Pay attention, because ignoring this rule will make you regret your fall cleanup the moment spring arrives. Let's find out which ones to leave alone. The first perennial you must never cut back in the fall is the mighty hydrangea, but you need to know which type you own. If you grow the popular mop heads or lace caps that bloom on old wood, your trimming shears are a weapon of self-destruction right now. Why? Because the microscopic flower buds that produce next summer's stunning blooms are already set inside those dead-looking stems. If you cut the cane, you are guaranteeing you get 0 flowers next season. The lazy rule here is strategic. Leave those brown, dried canes completely standing. They are essential winter insulation that shields those vital flower buds from desiccating winter winds and killer frost damage. Your reward for being lazy now is a garden full of blooms later. Do not cut these until you see new growth in the spring. The second plant you must never touch with your pringers is the resilient and dependable sedum autumn joy. When these beautiful blooms fade and turn brown in the fall, most tidy gardeners rush out to cut them down because they look messy. But for us lazy gardeners, those dried stalks are actually the plant's most important survival tool. The sturdy, rigid stems and spent flower heads do 2 vital jobs. First, they provide fantastic architectural winter interest. That beautiful texture is crucial in a drab, snowy garden. But more importantly, they are perfectly designed to trap and hold snow and ice right around the plant's crown. This thick blanket of snow acts as an unparalleled insulator, keeping the plant's vital root crown protected from the fatal cycle of freezing and thawing. Cutting them now leaves the crown totally exposed. Don't touch your sedum. Leave those stems standing tall all winter long for both beauty and protection. Moving on to number 3, the purple coneflower or echinacea. This is another plant that many gardeners see as dead mess, but it is absolutely essential to leave it standing. If you cut them down, you are instantly robbing your local wildlife of critical winter sustenance. Those distinctive dark brown cones are a full-service winter feeding station. They are densely packed with seeds that birds, especially the cheerful goldfinch, rely on when all other food sources are scarce or buried under snow. Beyond feeding the birds, the standing, woody stalks help protect the new, low-growing leaves, what we call the basal foliage, that sit right at the plant's base. Cutting them now leaves this new growth completely exposed to the harsh, direct winter elements, risking damage to the entire crown. Your only job here is to leave the structure in place. It's the ultimate low-effort, high-impact winter garden strategy. At number 4, we have a towering perennial that absolutely hates the shears in fall: ornamental grasses. I'm talking about your miscanthus, your feather reed grass, and any large clump-forming grass. Trimming this back now is the quickest way to accidentally kill it over the winter. Why? The entire dense mass of dried foliage, the canes, the plumes, and the blades, forms a critically important, tight, insulating bundle that acts like a natural thatch roof over the root crown. If you cut them down to the ground now, the hollow stems become funnels for rain and ice. That freezing water collects right at the plant's base, leading to fatal crown rot and ultimate plant death. For the lazy gardener, leave these spectacular plants standing. Not only do they provide incredible structure and beauty against a snowy backdrop, but they are providing the best possible armor against winter kill. Save your cutting for late winter or early spring. It's far easier to prune them when they are fully frozen anyway. Coming in at number 5, we have the cheerful black-eyed Susan or Rudbeckia. Just like the coneflower, Rudbeckia is a case where the lazy approach benefits everyone, especially the wildlife in your area. If you cut these back, you are throwing away another key element of your garden's natural, self-sustaining ecosystem. The dark, prominent seed heads are absolutely packed with nutritious seeds that birds will flock to all winter long. Moreover, the standing stalks play a physical role. They help stabilize the surrounding soil and provide a critical buffer against frost heaving, the constant shifting of the earth that can lift and kill vulnerable roots. For the easiest fall cleanup, leave those standing stalks. It's a zero-effort move that provides free, essential bird food, protects your plant's roots, and saves you time in the process. Don't you dare touch number 6, the incredibly tough and reliable hardy geranium, often called cranesbill. Most tidy gardeners are tempted to cut this to the ground because the foliage looks a bit tired after the first major frost, but this is a serious mistake. Many varieties of cranesbill are considered semi-evergreen, meaning they maintain a dense, low-growing carpet of green or brown leaves throughout the colder months, especially in milder climates. This low-lying, protective foliage provides an essential, natural shield that covers the soil and, most importantly, the plant's vulnerable crown. If you cut it all away, you completely expose the soil and the roots to the harsh, direct freeze-thaw cycles that can rapidly dry out or heave the crown out of the ground. The lazy gardener knows better. This existing foliage is your perfect low-effort, low-lying armor. Simply leave the leaves alone. They will act as a shield until the first signs of fresh, new spring growth appear, signaling it's safe to prune. Finally, at number 7, we have the fragrant favorite, lavender. If you are tempted to prune your lavender back now for a tidy look, you are taking a major risk that the lazy gardener must avoid. Lavender produces new growth from a woody base, and when you cut the stems hard in the fall, you expose the raw, fresh cuts to the harsh winter environment. The freezing and thawing temperatures can easily cause the newly exposed wood to crack, dry out, and develop dieback, which then spreads down and seriously damages or kills the entire plant. For a successful, zero-stress winter, the rule is to postpone your pruning completely. Leave the old, messy growth standing to protect the woody base and the delicate growth nodes. Save that hard shaping trim for early spring, only after the threat of the deepest frost has fully passed. Be patient with your lavender, and it will reward your laziness with lush growth. That's the lazy gardener's winter rule. Leaving these 7 perennials standing is the smartest, zero-effort move you can make for next year's blooms. Now, which of these did you learn to stop cutting? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to GardenSprout Gardening for more smart hacks. I'll see you in the next one.